3 years ago, I was stationed in Fort Stewart, Georgia, and I was tired of looking at myself in the mirror and not being happy with the way that I looked. I wanted to be able to go to the beach, be able to take off my shirt and feel comfortable and confident within myself. So I had reached out to several people that I know and trust, and got me to the team and the coach that I had started with, and went to work out and fell in love right then and there. It just became an addiction, I guess, per se. And it, had a couple bumps and nicks on the road on the way to my first show, which I just barely did in June 12th, the Salt Lake City Championships, and it's been an addiction since. Time management, actually, just being able to juggle, work, kids, bodybuilding, prep. So just being able to manage your time is really what's kind of kept me focused. Well, the saying goes, you make time, or you make the time for the things that you want. So I even look at it sometimes when I'm laying down at night and say, I don't even know how I'm doing it, but you make the time, you figure it out. You have a routine, you have a schedule. If you're and you try to stick to it. So if you're up at 7 every day, and that's how it goes. For me, that's my routine. So I'm up at 7, get in my first meal, go to work, get off of work, go to the gym, go home, prep it all for the next day, and then it's a routine. And then when kids get in the mix, when I have my kids, then it triggers a little bit. Then it changes a little bit, but I still have a routine with them too as well. It's a matter of, again, what the things that you want to do. You can make the time if you really want to. I mean, do you really need to, binge watch on Netflix for a little, for 2 or 3 hours at a time, or play that certain video game for 2 or 3 hours at a time? How many of us are guilty of scrolling on, Instagram, Facebook, for 30, 40 minutes or whatever? You can make that time. It's just you got to cut some things out that are not as important. So if you really, even 30 minutes of some type of exercise, you can do that. You just got to allow yourself that time to do so, and cut something else out that is not so important. So it's only been since January of 2018 was my very, very first check-in with the coach that I had at the time. So I'm still kind of new to it, still learning. I'm always learning something. I'm always asking questions. I'm always trying to, figure things out as what I can adapt to. I'm learning my body still, as far as, foods that make it happy, foods that make it upset. So I'm fairly new still, so about 3 years in, but I mean, it's quite a ride. I enjoy it. I enjoy the process of it, the changes that I can make within myself, the confidence that I gain with that. It's been a wonderful experience. That's kind of like trial and error. I mean, if you have a coach, they kind of set out a plan, and you have to listen to your body. If there are certain things, like for me, example, like if even during the off season, if I enjoy cookies and candy and all the good things that you can, I do know that candy, as great as it is, I feel bloated, and I can feel it. So it tends to mess with me a little bit, but I love it, but it's a knock for me.